Hi, before going further, we will discuss and understand two more terminology, which is called as univariate data analysis and multivariate data analysis. Let us discuss first univariate data analysis. Univariate data is the one which has only one variable, or we can say single measurement or single observation. The primary focus of the univariate analysis is to understand the pattern, distribution, and a central tendency of the single variable. How this single variable is distributed, what distribution it follows, what pattern it follows, and the measure of central tendency. How those data are grouped near to center value of the data. That is called measure of central tendency. We expect any data to be grouped in around the center value of the data, then only it is useful for analysis. It is easy for analysis, and also accuracy of analysis by using machine learning can be good. So general expectation of any data is the central tendency should be very good. That means the data should be in around the center value of the data set. That is what expected for accurate analysis. To understand that whether the data are having distribution which has most of the data and in around the center value, we have to do measurement of central tendency, right? So these central tendency can be measured by means of mean value, median value, or mode value. And also in addition with that, we can use the dispersion measurement also for understand the central tendency of the data. The dispersion measurement consists of range value measurement, variance of the data measurement, and standard deviation of the data measurement. So these figures also will give an idea how their data are grouped in around the or clustered in around the or distributed in around the medium value or middle value or center value. And the shape of the distribution should be also analyzed. That can be analyzed by symmetric analysis or skewness measurement or kurtosis measurement. So these analyses on a single variable help us to understand whether the data is in a format to analyze statistically by machine learning models. Suppose the data are skewed one side, for example, the accuracy of the analysis may not be, or you cannot expect the accuracy of the model is high. So these are the few indicators can use before analysis the data, whether this data is useful for analysis or not. In order to understand these univariate data pattern distribution, there are some visualization techniques or graphs which are nothing but the histogram, box plot, bar chart, line graph. Those graphs are used depends on data type, whether the data type is continuous or discrete. The example of univariate data are heights of the student in a class. Here you see the only one measurement, heights of the student. Or it could be annual rainfall of the particular region of the country. Or the data could be a price of a particular stock over a time period. So these are the example for univariate data types. Let's move to multivariate data analysis. What is multivariate data? As opposite to the univariate data, the multivariate data has more than one variable or multiple measurement or observation simultaneously. Under multivariate data analysis, the primary focus is to understand the relationship between the different variable and how they interact. So main goal of the multivariate analysis, the interaction among the multiple variables what we collected, how they relate to each other. This understanding we want to make. We can say the data dependency, right? So these analysis of relationship between different variable under the multivariate data can be done by correlation analysis or regression analysis or principal component analysis or cluster analysis, or it could be any other multivariate statistical techniques. To visualize those analysis result, we have set of visualization graph. You can use the scatter plot, simple scatter plot or scatter plot matrix. Scatter plot could be helpful for two variable. If you are going more than two variable, you can go scatter plot matrix, or you can use 3D scatter plot, heat map, or parallel coordinates plots. So these are the visualization technique available to understand the multivariate data analysis interpretation. Right. The example of multivariate data are height, weight, and age of the student in a class. See, now we are having three measurement for the student. In addition with height, weight, and age, we are adding, so it becomes multivariate data. In previous example of single variable data or single variate data, we have only one measurement, height of the student. Now we are adding height, weight, and age of the student. Now the data becomes multivariate data. Another multivariate data, again the environmental data, the temperature, humidity, and wind speed recorded daily on a particular area. So here involved multiple variables, three variables, that is temperature, humidity, and wind speed. And third example is price of the stock, volume of the stock, market capitalization of the stock. These three information, three variable measurement we can do for particular stock. Now, because we're having the measurement on price, volume, and market capitalization of the stock, that variable become multivariable.